Hey guys! Welcome to Couple. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. Spike Lee has made great movies, 25th Hour, bold, memorable, topical ones, Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, and a few you've probably forgotten, The Sweet Blood of Jesus, Miracle at St. Anna. He's prolific, and he'll try something a little different every time. That fearlessness, as opposed to clinging to one definitive style or way of saying things, makes him one of America's most valuable filmmakers. He always has a lot to say, but he keeps growing as a craftsman, too. Lee's BlackKklansman is based on the true story of Ron Stallworth, a black Colorado Springs police officer who went undercover in the late 1970s to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. Lee recognizes the nutso potential of that premise and runs with it. Stallworth's story is so wild you can barely believe it, but certainly not wilder than the virulent resurgence of white supremacy in this country, so extreme it goes beyond the reach of satire. BlackKklansman is both hilarious and exquisitely direct, and had it been made before November 2016, you might call Lee's approach a little alarmist. But if anything, he's restrained. This is an angry film as well as a hugely entertaining one, and Lee has complete control over its shifting tone, minute by minute. Stallworth is played by John David Washington, who makes it wholly believable that a black cop could randomly pick up a newspaper, see a recruitment ad for the KKK, and just decide to dial up the local chapter. He poses as a white guy, obviously, unleashing a tirade against black people, though he uses another word, and Jews. His spew of hatred delights the guy on the other end of the line, Walter Beachway, Ryan Eggold, who invites Stallworth to come on down to meet some of the guys. Stallworth can't go himself, clearly. So he enlists fellow cop Flip Zimmerman, Adam Driver, to go in his stead, though he continues to deal with Beachway and other members of the organization by phone. Eventually, remarkably, he reaches David Duke himself, the national director of said organization. No one in it will actually use the K-word. The group is striving to become a legitimate government force, but everybody sure seems to dig the robes and hoods and burning of crosses. Duke is played, with reptile dry, businesslike charm, by Topher Grace, but all of the performances here are terrific. Washington, son of Denzel, and Driver play off one another with prickly breeziness and a kind of mutually protective bonhomie. At one point Stallworth sends Zimmerman, who's wearing a wire, into a meeting with a KKK hothead. When the yokel starts setting Zimmerman up for a Jew lie detector test, which Stallworth knows Zimmerman will fail, he springs to action. The sequence is half funny, half horrifying, underscoring the risks of dealing with angry, ignorant white folk who also happen to have guns. Lee's point is clear: if hate groups were dangerous and insidious in the 1970s, they're much more so now, especially considering the momentum they've gained during the Trump administration. And don't think Lee fails to take a few well-aimed shots at that. But what's most remarkable about BlackKklansman is how inclusive it is. There's another cop on the force, played by Frederick Weller, who's a racist asshole. But the movie takes care to show that he's an exception, not the norm. Lee points fingers only at the people who really deserve it. He doesn't have time or energy to waste on anyone else.